I tell people that the church studio in Tulsa is really where our acting company kind of started. Those of us who became a part of the theater company there, we spent a lot of time there because we did most of our meetings and workshops there. I didn't know it was a studio. I just went to see my friend Jay Whitecrow, who was working underneath it in the basement, essentially. He was running a government program. That program had begun to reach out to its clients to see if some of them would be involved in an activity other than drinking around and carrying on or doing drugs. And acting was one of the things that they offered up. That's about when I came here, and I had just went through a divorce and asked Jay, what's to do around Tulsa? Starting over a little bit here, and so he said, you should go to one of our acting workshops and see what you think about it. I'm like, well, right, okay, nothing else. So I thought, okay, they were having workshops actually there in the basement or the lower floor of the church. What I was looking for at the time was probably not ever even thinking about a career as an actor. And I first wanted to check it out. I didn't want to just walk right in, So I checked it out from back a bit. And the class was made up of 75% female. So I thought I liked those odds. After I got involved with the theater company like that, the upstairs area of the whole place, the studio itself, was all a big mystery. There were times we did get to go up there and use that because, it was big enough. It was built like a dance studio. It had railings like ballet dancers use, but most of the time, just beginning, we were just using the smaller rooms downstairs. We had no budgets or anything to put on plays beyond the workshop development, but we did plays like The Sting and Royal Hunt of the Sun, all kinds of published plays that were already out there, and we would just try them out. After a while, we began to mount them at different places in Tulsa, like old folks' homes, any place that we could get a stage and perform for somebody, right? As time went on, the theater company itself began to grow and get more people involved. Another friend named J.R. Matthews, who was artistic director for the company, and others were able to put together a Real Equity show. The Real Equity show would star the late Will Sampson and David Carradine, and it was entitled Black Elk Speaks. And it did very well, to the point that the producers and all began to think, well, we could take this on the road, or we could shoot it, we could do this, or we could do that. So it got all of us who had been a part of the theater company all excited about, wow, hey. Plus, we just got paid because it's an equity play, right? We just got paid for being on stage for the very first time. Okay, we're actors now. Holy mama, okay. Now, luckily, at that point in time, a group of filmmakers came down looking for talent for educational films that they were putting together. So they auditioned a number of us. We did something like 8 short stories, like 30, 45-minute stories for their educational department. So they showed them in the schools up there. That's what it was for the schools. I continued to work around here after that. I worked at the Gaslight for $12 a show, all I can eat, and on the weekend, 2 glasses of wine. That's essentially where we all got started, was at the old church studio. It became much more dilapidated after that, maybe into the late 80s or thereabouts. It wasn't well taken care of for a number of years, I think, after that, but that's about when I left and went out to LA and didn't see it for a good long while. The last time I saw it sometime in the 90s, it was just it was sad to see, you know, the fact that it looked abandoned. The other properties around it were just sort of falling in and on themselves in a way. And the ranch house or the roach house was closed and gone. What? You know, it's been 40 some odd years, I think. I decided to go have breakfast, and it struck me that I should let's go check out the what used to be the ranch house. So we went there for breakfast. And like I say, when we came out, we saw how developed it was and the little signs out there and everything. And I decided to come over and check it out. Yeah, it was fun. It's kind of like, you can never really go down memory lane, you know, because memory lane has always developed into something else by the time you get back there. It's hard to go back because everything changes, and for the good there, you know, around the studio. I think you've done a wonderful job there.